Welcome to the future. My name is Hannah Lund from Future Festivals and I am coming to you from the year 2050. Looking back at the 2020s, things now are a lot different, for the better and the worse. I'll be taking you on a journey to show you how the world of festivals has changed, so sit back and let me connect you to the future. This is a black elephant. It portrays an event no one believes will happen or one they choose to ignore, but that is widely predicted by experts and is likely to happen. The 2020s are full of black elephants that you, like everyone else, is currently ignoring, leading to huge changes that eventually cannot be ignored. So, what was the black elephant of the 2020s? The climate crisis. The crisis as you know it in 2023 is present but being massively ignored, played down by the government making no changes to save the planet. In 2030 the world you know has rapidly changed, reaching an irreversible tipping point, your favourite holiday destinations such as Venice fully under the ocean, and the muddy festivals you know becoming cancelled. Also, the cost of living crisis, sat in 5 layers because you can't afford the rising energy bills ringing a bell, you and the other 50% of the country in the 2020s. With prices of food increasing rapidly, consumer trends of the 2020s were full of buying only the essentials. With consumer spending being so cautious, attendance to festivals decreased to extinction. Now, you must be thinking the future is full of doom and gloom, a future full of rainy days with no fun, but there is bright skies ahead. This is the metaverse. In 2030, the government introduced the solution, the next evolution in social connection, a world where we can be anywhere whilst going nowhere, reducing travelling whilst increasing socialising. What is the metaverse? Forget mobile phones, put on a headset and the whole world is at your fingertips, connecting you to other billions of people that have joined the metaverse. It is a digital world where you are represented with a 3D avatar. For you in the 2020s, headsets and virtual reality is just for gaming. Come the 2050s, the options are limitless. Jobs, for example. Thanks to the metaverse, people are able to collaborate across national boundaries, starting slow with major companies to now, in 2050, most companies are multicultural, allowing people to get a job anywhere. An increase in virtual jobs means you in England could work in a Spanish cafe with no language barrier, as the metaverse does it all for you. Graduating into this world, I soon realised I had to stay on top of trends, as there is an increased competition. Although the metaverse is great for working, festival attendance is still rare. This is where Future Festival comes in. We adapted to the crisis-orientated future to bring them back, understanding that festivals are important as a distraction from people's problems. We focus on scenario planning as this helps us to prepare for change by mapping out the possible scenarios using current and predicted trends. Our specialised teams of organisational futurists are responsible for integrating foresight into future festivals so we can take the complex, chaotic and uncertain future, ensuring we take a civilisational approach, focusing on the future of society in the relation of festivals. We knew previously that people would travel to the corners of the earth for the festivals, so why should this change for the metaverse? The metaverse is capable of enhancing travel beyond the tangible world. With future festivals, you are now able to access the festival from all over the world without moving a step, camping in a field with your friend from across the world, or logging off and staying in your own bed. Forget the muddy fields or the rain that spoils the photos that we know are greatly important to show off with workmates. Floods that cancel festivals in 2030 can't ruin this. With the ability to control your own weather, the unbearable heat due to climate change can't ruin it either, allowing festivals to be all year round with no concerns for the weather. It's not just music festivals that made a return. The metaverse allowing us to be connected to the world has increased globalisation, meaning that there's an increase in different cultural events you, in England, would never have imagined celebrating. Future Festivals understands that the current trends are now celebrating cultural diversity, so ensuring all our events around cultural tourism, there is something for everyone. We also understand the increased recognition for women's safety in events. 40% of women experience sexual assault in your current day. We have utilised the metaverse safety features to ensure that any dangerous activity is picked up and immediately blocked, then banned, reducing the dangers at our events, making it a fun, safe place for everyone. As all our festivals are now in the digital world, we can now ensure our festivals are 100% sustainable. The in-person festivals you now experience largely contributed to the climate crisis. Without gathering information to manage sustainability, UK festivals generated over 22,000 tonnes of CO2 in 2021. With this number increasing every year, it is no wonder in-person festivals disappeared. Did I mention these festivals are free? With no more extortionate festival fees, future festivals generate profits by introducing adverts in between acts, pop-up adverts as you're walking around, and an advert every time you select a different stage. These adverts are tailored to you as we use your digital records to know exactly what you're interested in. Nothing is private in the metaverse. There is just one cost. The metaverse itself. What I haven't mentioned yet is how the metaverse actually ruined parts of the world. Only the rich can afford to pay for the virtual world, leaving the cost of living crisis you're experiencing now to get so much worse for those who are really struggling. Isolating the rich people as they spend all their time in the metaverse, the outside world has just shut down. Although jobs in the metaverse have become increased and globalised, this leaves redundancies for those in the real world. For example, hospitality workers that couldn't invest in the metaverse when it was first released are now redundant, as a majority of their customers enjoy hospitality in the digital world. Businesses understood the generational aspect of the metaverse, understanding they would get left behind if they didn't use it. Conflicts within politics have continuously been increasing. People believe that the government are not helping those on lower income unable to access the metaverse. This has led to some of our festivals being used for a platform for political protests, with popular tactics being performers threatening non-participation and attendees protesting in the crowds. We ensure that this is quickly eliminated as our festivals are made from an escape from the world of politics. Now, the average life expectancy has increased to 85 in 2050, and the metaverse has actually allowed a 99% decrease in CO2 levels due to a huge reduction in travel, which has prevented the extinction of the human race as we expected in the climate crisis of 2030. So whether or not you like the sound of the world with the metaverse, you're going to have to live through it for a very long time. So my advice to you from the future is prepare for the unexpected. Planning for the future is important. Study hard, you'll need a good job to even enter the metaverse, never mind enjoy it. Make the most of those cold UK summers because once it hits over 40 degrees every day, you can't even go outside. Lastly, don't take real human interactions for granted. Living in 2050, you can go a month without seeing anyone's real face. Now goodbye and good luck.